With Falcon Hockey Coach Joe Cranston. And Joe, the last time we talked, since then we've had 3 games for the Falcons, 3 more wins, an NCHA series with UW Stevens Point, a couple of wins there, and then an overtime win with St. Olaf, 3-2 here at Hunt Arena. Your thoughts about those 3 games?
Going into the point series, we knew speed would be a big factor. We knew we had to put a really heavy forecheck on them and get our D involved and smother them, and then that kind of, then they spend the whole game trying to get us on our heels, and it didn't work. So, you know, we went down there, scored 12 goals in 2 games, and we were hoping to keep our goals against under 2 down there, but we gave up 4, 2 each game, so that was a little bit disappointing. But overall, we went down there. Our objective was to get 4 points and kind of smother them, and that's what we did. So I'm pretty happy with the results there.
How about the St. Olaf game, Joe? That was a 3-2 overtime game.
Okay, and then going into that St. Olaf game, we kind of went in with the same type of systems and philosophy that we had against Stevens Point. And you know, and you've heard me talk this year a lot about we're not just going to do the status quo and keep the same forecheck and keep the same lines. So we kind of did that going into that St. Olaf game just because it's a completely different team, and it's a team that's going to try to skate with us and be a more of an up and down game. And so we really took a lot of chances. We got our D up in the game and involved, didn't sit back and play like we're supposed to win. We are supposed to win that game, but I don't want to keep playing like we're supposed to win. So we gave up some things. We gave up a 2-on-0 actually. I can't remember the last time we did that, and another breakaway. But at the same time, we're just trying to switch things around and not just play like we're supposed to win. But that game, that St. Olaf game was fun. It's always a fun game. You know, they come here every year, and first year they came, I just told their coach I said, you know, every year I'm just going to have a MIAC team come in here on that Tuesday before Thanksgiving. And he just said, well, can it be us every year? And I said, sure. So every year he comes to the rink and says, can that MIAC team be us next year? And I say, yeah. And it just ends up being a really fun game. It's always a hard-fought battle, and you know, we outshot them roughly 50-20. The score could have been a lot different than 3-2, but it's fun to get into those close games this early. So it was a beneficial game for us, and then to turn it up a notch and Darian to get that rebound in overtime. And that line, Alice could have scored a couple goals in that overtime and towards the 3rd period. We just had so many opportunities, and their goalie played fantastic. So it was a great game, and we appreciate St. Olaf coming over here. But it was a great 3-2 win.
Joe, looking ahead, the Falcons will host UW Superior this weekend at Hunt Arena, 7 o'clock on Friday, 2 o'clock on Saturday. Superior's typically been a pretty strong defensive team. Anything different there? Your thoughts on the series?
You know, traditionally, those games are 3-1, 2-1, and it's probably going to be more of that. You know, I've said all along this year we have more offensive touch around the net, a little more offensive power. We've been scoring more goals, I think, this year than we did last year. And last year we set a school record for goals. But so, you know, but again, we're not quite as good defensively. But we've been working a lot on the defense this week and making better passes coming out of our zone and doing a few more things that hopefully will help with our goals against. But Superior has a really good record against us in this rink, and we have a really good record against them up at Westman. So it'll be fun. They're a good team. They're always a good team. So we're gonna have to play better than we did against Stevens Point, I think, to have a 4-point weekend. But that's our goal: just go out, outwork them 1 period at a time, and try to get 4 points.
Joe, good luck to the Falcons this week, and we'll talk to you next week.